Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, and make sure that you do leave your experiences below in the comments. So we are doing loop numbers still with the number 0 in the middle. So let's pick a card. Let's see what number we're doing today. Keeping it pink, 5. Oh, we got 505. Right, so all of these came out in reverse, which is definitely interesting. 5 is a number of change. 5 can represent fear as well, because as you guys know, we as human beings can sometimes fear the unknown, and that is something that can hold us back sometimes. So I do get a little fear of something that is coming up. Right. So the number 0 represents a pause in this instance. So it's kind of like take a look at what you're doing, take a look at what you're fearing. And I'm getting this vibe of changing direction. Almost like, look, you're headed the wrong way. Why don't you take a second look at what you are doing and then do what you should be doing. Sorry about that. If I was moving the camera, y'all, I was legit looking for my cards, my playing cards, which I got them. All right, so 5, number of fear and change. 0, coming up in reverse, pausing some kind of change that you've been looking forward to, because Spirit is saying if you force this, it's just gonna end drastically. It's gonna be. I'm also getting this vibe of being careful of taking on more than you can handle, and then I get a message of watching out for danger, looking out for things that are like headed your way. All right. Okay. Interesting. Let's pick some trinkets, see what we got going on here. Let's check it out. A lot of shaking going on here. What is that? A spider web? Ooh. Now y'all. Skull and crossbones. Wow. So I'm not feeling no real good vibe at all. Look at this. This is like, that is like major sacrifice, right? So this pause is something that is only temporary, right? So this is kind of like somebody trying to hold somebody else back from like fighting somebody. It's only so long before they're going to be like, okay, you want to do it, just go ahead and go. And that's the energy that I feel here. If you force this, Spirit is going to allow it to happen, and it will be an ultimate sacrifice. So when you see this 5 right here coming up in reverse, it's a spider web, right? So I get this vibe of getting caught in someone else's web. Like it's a setup, like from the very beginning. Either this is something that was never gonna work out and it never felt right like it was gonna work out, or this is just some flat out like scandalous, scammery type shit where somebody is literally trying to lead you into some kind of dangerous situation. So the main thing that I'm getting here with 505 is to be careful of people trying to take advantage of you, steer you in the wrong direction, and make you a sacrifice. Spirit has canceled this multiple times, right? So this is something that this isn't the first time that this thing has been that somebody has tried to push this through, or whatever the case may be, to make this happen, to move forward. This isn't the first time, and every time there has been a block. So Spirit is saying, like, you want to keep playing, right? Because this is a cycle. You want to keep playing, they're gonna go ahead and let you do the shit and make yourself a sacrifice, and you're still going to be blocked, right? Because one thing about The two fives is that they do equal 10. 10 is the number of the ending of a old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. But C is limbo, right? If something is the end and the beginning, it is the transitioning phase, which means that it could go either way. It doesn't have to transition, right? So it's kind of like a point of being in limbo. You have these motivations, these actions, this fire that you want to move forward in, but spirit's like, wait, before you do that, you need to do this. And so I'm trying to think of an example right now. It's kind of like it's kind of like being like you're cooking dinner and like you don't have the right tools, right? So let's say your spouse is like, hey, I'm gonna bring it when I get home. I'll have everything you need. You're like, no, no, no. I'm just gonna push through, right? So you've been distracted throughout the day and you haven't made this meal, but you're like, man, I really want to get this done. But every time you go to make the meal, a distraction happens, right? So spirit's like, okay, I keep putting up distractions. I keep like sending you in a different direction. So you don't make this meal right now, right? Because you don't have the right tools. But let's say you just push through, right? But you're working with a dull ass knife, your can opener doesn't work, you don't have the right pots and pans, they're all scraped up, you end up cutting yourself, you end up burning yourself. This is what's gonna happen, right? And that meal is still not gonna be what you want it to be because spirit told you to wait. So you ended up making yourself a sacrifice and the thing that you wanted is still blocked. Okay, and that is like the best example. I hope that that works with y'all. Okay, I hope that is an example that works with you. There's also this vibe here, right? Because we have this cross with Jesus on it being sacrificed. There's also this vibe. One, I'm getting the energy of the hanged man, which is this stillness, this waiting, this again being stuck. And then I also get the energy of this is not even a sacrifice that you want to make, right? You're sacrificing yourself for somebody else who doesn't even, they're not even going to appreciate it, right? So in this example, it's kind of like your spouse that you're waiting to that you want to have this meal for, they're not going to appreciate it anyway. So you're going out of your way to sacrifice and they're not going to appreciate it. Again, this is an example, y'all. I am not talking about y'all spouse, but this is like the best I could do for now. All right, so let's pull some cards. Whoa. All right, we got a lot of fives out. Y'all see that? These are both fives. It's way too many cards though, so we're gonna shuffle and do this again. Get those cards back in there. Five of Pentacles, though, is a card of loss, right? Five of Pentacles is a card of being left out in the cold. So let me get one more. Being left out in the cold and not feeling like you have support, basically. So this first one, we have the Knight of Swords, right? So the Knight of Swords can be angry, right? Move too fast. And again, this feels like somebody getting all up in your head and kind of like pressuring you or pushing you to make some kind of move that you're really just not ready to make yet because you don't have all the details. You don't have everything you need, right? Because we talked about that with the cooking and all of that. So you should not be moving too fast. Somebody is trying to get you all tripped up. So then we have the Queen of Cups, right? So the Queen of Cups is a very loving, nurturing queen. She also uses her intuition, right? Um, I don't know. This queen, you see her eye? I just never noticed how she has like a dark eye, right? So what I'm getting from that is there's both a light and a dark side to see. Neither side should be ignored, right? So we're in this period of transition where we have to choose the right way to go. The Queen of Cups is saying use your intuition, right? Spirit is saying we're already blocking you from these things, right? And so it's kind of like this vibe of there are two things that you do when you meet a roadblock. You either go in a different direction or you push through it. Spirit is saying do not push through this roadblock. Use your intuition, take a different path. This is not the path you want to take because this is a path of self sacrifice for people or a person that literally does not appreciate it. So we have the Queen of Wands, which honestly, the Queen of Wands is giving that somebody wants to use your energy to manifest something for themselves. I got the clear quartz here, so I do feel like there is some kind of clarity that is needed in this instance to help you guys out at this time. But definitely with the Queen of Wands is somebody who manifests the things that she wants, right? So if you look here, we have this kind of like this masculine energy, and it's a angry masculine energy. And I mean, if I were to say anything masculine, the anger probably is represented by masculine energy, right? It's that fire, right? Same with the wands. And then we have the balance here. At this time, Spirit is asking that you pull out, that you do not take advantage of this energy at this time, as it is not clear, it is not right. You don't have all the information you need. So let's pull some runes. So we got one. Okay, so the first one out is Jera. Jera is a gift, right? So whatever this is that's ending, that's gonna piss you off, or that's gonna make you change directions, it is absolutely a gift, right? Spirit, these blocks have been a gift. The emotions that you feel should allow you to push people away that you don't need in your face, right? So we got the Queen of Cups here. Okay. You see that? That is a blank rune. Make sure you guys can see. That rune is blank, right? So the blank runes, maybe I should put it on this side, really means that anything is possible, right? It could go this way, that way, any of the ways. If you look, it doesn't look this way to me, but on camera, you see that? It looks like Kanaz a little bit. So I get this energy of anything's possible. So you have to recognize what is motivating you in this time. What are your motivations, right? Make sure that they're not revenge or vengeance. Make sure they are all about moving forward, becoming a better person, and being happy. Moving past this place where you feel like you have anything to prove because you don't have anything to prove, right? So we got Fehu, and that is in reverse. Listen, I am all about free will, but you guys have to recognize when your free will is going to move you in the wrong direction. This is something that is bound to cause generational curses. And you can move either way you want. But you don't want to get caught up in this energy where you're going to have to it's going to take generations to get that energy out of your life, basically, because that's what curses are all about. It's about this energy that's been put in your family, and it takes time to get rid of it. So you definitely don't want to move in that direction. So I want to get you guys the final message. The pink cards are calling me, so let's use these. Final message, Spirit, for those seeing 505. Final message for those seeing 505. Final message for those seeing 505. Damn. We got the Fool. We got the Emperor. And I mean, you see how they just turn it upside down? And then we got the Chariot that came out. That one came out upright. We're going to leave that. All right, so we have the Fool in reverse, we have the Emperor in reverse, and we have the Chariot. The Chariot is a magnificent card, right? About overcoming, about willpower, about doing what you have to do, right, to move forward in your destiny. One thing about the Chariot is they've overcome their addiction, they've overcome their ego, they've found their balance. They're not ashamed of their masculine side, they're not ashamed of their feminine side. They understand that balance in life, right? And I feel this with the Fool tripping and falling so many times. The main message here is don't be so blinded. Don't be blinded by the things people say, the things people tell you. So the Fool is Aquarius energy. The Fool is a good representation of 5 because it's like here it's unexpected, you know. So yeah, so something unexpected is going to happen, but Spirit wants to make sure you use your intuition, because if you guys decide to, so this is an energy of either allowing somebody to decide for you, make decisions for you, kind of like put some kind of weird control energy on you, or you trying to hold on and control a situation past the time that you should even be in it. Like this skull and crossbones, Spirit is telling you to let it die. But if you keep this energy of being vulnerable with somebody that doesn't deserve it or something that doesn't deserve it, it will lead to this pattern of being stuck. It's a pattern. This is something that if you guys don't stop this cycle, you will be stuck in it. And not only will you be stuck in it, you will pass it down for generations. So this is something that has to be overcome. You do not have a choice. Right now, use your intuition and do what is best not only for you, but the future of you. Okay? So that's all I have for 505. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. And leave your experiences in the comments below. I read all the comments. And then I will see you guys next time. Bye.